Is there a universe outside of Bravo?
Did we miss the training manual to our 30s?
No. Are they for real?
Thank God for our girlfriends. Hi guys, and welcome back to another episode of Structured Chaos with Kelly and Kyra. We hope that you had a great week and that you're ready to laugh about how none of us have it figured out.
Hello. I am excited for this one.
Me too.
Gonna be a little bit different than our regular episodes, and we've been talking about it for a while.
Mm-hmm.
So we are going to play a little game. Do you want to play a game?
No. No, we don't. No, Kyra doesn't want to play that game.
We are going to play a game today, and it will help us get to know each other better, help you guys get to know us better. What is the game called?
It's called We Are Not Strangers.
Okay. So, is this the one that we played?
Yes.
I got it. So we played a different version, but
So there's different decks for the game. They have couples ones, they have like XXX ones, they have ones for family. So it's like really cool. It's like such a great game. My friend Kiyomi introduced me to it, and it's now like a game that we bring to dinner with us all the time. It's just like so fun because one, you get to learn about, you know, who you're talking with, because, you know, it's like when you're friends, like you're not like gonna sit down and necessarily be like, what is like your worst childhood memory? You know, like
so we're gonna talk about it at dinner. Just so some light like, dinner combo.
Yeah, you know, but it's like if it's presented in a game and like you're like it allows you to like just like learn different things. So it's such a fun game. So there's 3 different decks in the game. So level 1 is perception. Level 2 is connection, and level 3 is reflection. So they get a little like deeper as you go. But yeah, so I'm excited for you guys to like come on this journey with us, because we don't know what questions we're going to get asked.
Yes. So we haven't like pre-picked questions or anything. We're going to figure it out as we go. And then we have already posted it on our story, but we are going to post again basically for our like next topic episode that we'll do probably in like a month or 2. We'll answer if anyone has questions that they want us to answer. They can be about us, but they can also be like advice questions or just like literally any questions. So we've already gotten some submitted, which were really good. So we're excited about that. But we'll post that again. So after you listen to this, if you have more questions that you think of or like want us to expand on things that we talk about, you can submit those, and then we'll do another one that's not like the game, but it's just more questions that we're going to answer.
But thank you guys all for submitting the questions. Like we really did get some very good ones that I'm excited to answer.
Yes. Okay, let's play.
Okay, let's play. So I will start first.
Okay. So this question, like when you ask it, you're obviously asking me.
Yeah.
Okay.
If MySpace were still a thing, what would my profile song be?
Oh. Definitely something like hip hop.
Okay.
Probably. I'm so bad with like
me too.
Song names
me
and
too.
stuff. I'm like, this is the time that would have been good to have like advanced, like to think about it. But something that's like probably like Glorilla or something like hype like that. Just like bad bitch energy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I feel like it would go one of 2 ways for me. It would either be like a Glorilla song or like an R&B song. Like where it's like, you know, like, yeah, like a Coco Jones or Alina Baraz, like, yeah. And then for you?
Oh, we both answer.
I feel like why not, right?
Okay, yeah.
I feel like for you, like your MySpace song It would be like an empowering song. I think it would be like not today. Like I think it'd be like an older song. Maybe like a God Bless America.
I swear to God, Kyra, in my head, I was thinking God Bless America. Not that would be my song, but I was like, what if she says like God Bless America? I swear on Scout's life, God Bless America was in my head. That is the weirdest thing. I'm like, I don't know why, but when you were like an old song, like empowering, I was like, God Bless America. What the hell? Okay, well, that's the song, I guess. We've never in our life.
She is working for the White House now, so.
We've never in our life had the same thought, ever.
Ever.
That was so bizarre. I just like am in the Twilight Zone. Because as I was thinking it.
Danger, danger. Me and Kyra are thinking the same.
As I was thinking it, you said it. And I was like, wait, she's like reading my mind.
Well, guys, I've told you.
We've crossed over into a new barrier. We're not
add it to the list. Add it to the list.
Wow. For my question, it is, do you think I was popular in school? Explain. I guess, should we specify like what level of school? I'm assuming like before college?
High school? Yeah.
Yeah.
I think you were well known. I think that like
that goes so many ways. Okay.
I think we know where I'm going with this. Miss, I just got my stitches out.
She was known around town.
She was known. No, I think that you were like not like what like society would define as popular, but I think that you were like someone everyone knew and like you were friends with everyone.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I definitely wasn't friends with everyone because no.
Judgmental Judy over here.
I think like so when I was younger, I was really shy. And I just like really wasn't as outgoing as I am now. And so I feel that I definitely wasn't like the popular crowd. I didn't do like cheerleading and stuff, which I feel like was the more popular crowd at my school, but I was friends with like my closer friends were in that group. So, and then so what I was going to say is I agree with what you said is like, I was friends with people from multiple different like groups or, you know, things. And so I did know a lot of different people. And so I'd say you're accurate in the sense that like, I kind of was one of those people that wasn't like, oh, she's the most popular girl in school, but I kind of had friends from different types of groups. But I was pretty like just kind of quiet and stuff. And I think my brother was pretty popular and he was a couple years older than me. So I guess some like people knew me from that, like from him. But yeah, I mean, I was just kind of like in the middle. I wasn't like a dork, but I also like wasn't. I was just whatever. For you, I would say that you probably were popular because you were a cheerleader. And I mean, I know every school is different, but like I just said, in my school, like the cheerleaders were probably the more popular, well-known people. And so I would say, yes, you were popular and you have like a bubbly, happy, fun personality. And like you obviously have a big friend group and stuff. So yeah.
Yeah, I was definitely popular, honestly, from preschool on.
Period.
I'm just a talker, you know? And like, I mean, from the teachers to like principals to everyone, like I definitely.
Well, it's interesting because I did used to always get in trouble for talking in class. Like every report card I've ever had.
That's what led us here.
Right. But I just was also, I think it was when I moved to Alaska, I was more shy. And so, but when I was younger, like in elementary school, I was a yapper for sure. It was more the people in Alaska changed me
They did.
because they were mean to me.
Made you who you are today, though.
Mm.
Tough
Made me
skin.
a cold-hearted bitch.
Do I look kind? Explain.
I would say when you're like smiling and like, yes, you do. But you're kind of like me, where like when you're not necessarily smiling or you're just kind of in your resting face, no.
Mm-hmm.
Because you have like kind of a resting bitch face like I do.
Yeah.
So you can look intimidating.
Love that. I would agree. And I would also say the exact same for you. Like, I think when you smile, it's just like bubbly, bubbly, bubbly. And 98% of the other time, it's it's that bitch will cut you.
Agreed.
Mhm.
That's how I like it. Okay.
So watch out for us if we're not smiling. Or don't be fooled if we're not smiling.
Right. I used to get like reprimanded for that at Dry Bar. Because when I would be like cleaning and stuff, and it would be like, remember to smile because you're the like front desk person, and I'm like,
I used to get in trouble in cheerleading all the time, and it was funny because my coworker, like, I had this example the other day. I am like I don't obviously see it because I can't see myself, but unless I'm looking in a mirror, but like
turns out Kyra's blind. I don't know if we've
Well,
ever disclosed
I am.
that. I am now disclosing her disability. I'm sorry. I don't know if you were ready.
Right. I was like, okay, Nippa, like,
I think it's time.
thank God Legal's here. Thank God Legal is in town.
He doesn't listen
Cuff
to the
her.
podcast.
That's okay. He's still in town. He's
not a
accessible.
police officer. He can't cuff me.
I'll have him do whatever he needs to do in order to get you behind bars.
Okay.
Okay.
Who do you think my celebrity crush is? I don't have a celebrity crush, so I don't.
I'm going to say Dylan Efron.
You know me better than I know myself. love me some Dill. I forgot that I loved him. He's a fleeting crush. No, I'm just kidding. I love you. Marry me. Yes, he is my celebrity crush. But it's just like he doesn't seem like a celebrity to me because it's like,
He's your
we're
man.
we're so close. So
Yeah.
Your celebrity crush.
God, we can be all over the board.
I know. I had one in mind, but I don't actually think it's your celebrity crush. So let me think. Oh
God.
I do know one. Okay, no, I'm not gonna say him.
No, you can say whatever you want.
Chad Ochocinco.
I know who you're gonna say. Yeah. I'll take some Chad Ochocinco. Mm-hmm. Yeah, for sure.
He's nice looking.
Next question. Do you think I've ever checked an ex's phone for evidence?
No. Because you've told me that you don't do that.
Thank you. One thing about me, and it actually surprises people, which I don't know how to feel about. I'm not a snooper. I'm not going to look for anything. Basically, if I get myself in that situation, I know I shouldn't probably be in the situation I'm currently in.
Mm-hmm.
And when I'm getting to know a person, like, absolutely fucking not. Like, I'm not looking for anything. I don't want to know nothing. All of the things that you tell me and that I experience, that again is when I go back and trust my intuition. Whether like they're a bad person and I like them, but I just don't know about that. Either which way, my intuition is going to lead me to either be with this person or not. So if they are a bad person, I probably am not going to be with them, regardless of if I know they are.
Mhm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
And I definitely think you have.
Fuck yeah. The fuck? And I still stayed with him.
And it turns out, didn't care about the evidence I saw.
I found what I needed and then I still stayed. The fuck? You think I'm smart?
Oh, don't worry. Just because I didn't don't snoop doesn't mean I haven't had full evidence given to me and I'm like, whatever. It's fine.
See that. You can see it different ways.
Whatever. It was a bad day for you. Maybe you just made a bad decision over and over. It's fine. What is loyalty?
Photoshopped.
What is loyalty? The fuck?
You better next time.
Yeah, he probably won't, but I'll probably still stay.
I think he did know. Who am I to judge?
One thing I won't stand for is disrespect, unless it's from my partner.
Here nor there.
Yep.
Yeah. How likely am I to go camping, and how high maintenance would my setup be?
I honestly do think you would go camping, but I think it would have to be like specific. Although for some reason I do feel like you could rough it. Like I do feel like you could you are from Alaska, so it's like, did you guys have homes to begin with? Weren't you living in teepees? Like
Igloos, but yeah.
igloos. Mm-hmm.
So, do you know my trauma about camping?
Please share.
With my ex.
No.
That's how he would cheat on me, take other girls camping.
Oh, I did know that. I did know that. Yeah. Not getting cheated on via camping.
So I wasn't rustic enough, I don't think, to I didn't even get the invite. So I didn't get to show that I could rough it. First of all, I grew up tent camping. If anyone who knows my parents, first of all, my dad, outdoorsman to the max, loves an outdoor lifestyle. Okay. Mm-hmm. That's why he lived in Alaska when my parents first met. My mom lived there because she worked for the airlines. My dad lived there because he's just an outdoorsy guy. And he just loves doing that shit. So we grew up going camping with a bunch of our friends every summer, and it was really fun. So I think I could do it, or I know I could do it, but we did it at a lake, at a campground. It was a fun thing. It's not like we were in the middle of nowhere. It was a fun environment, but we'd have campfires every night, and so that is fun to me. But I don't want to do it with someone that is a loser or boring or something, obviously, because then you're just having a boring time. But so my ex would...
Kelly's questionnaire. Are you a loser? Then I'll go camping with you.
Now it's my ex kind of ruined camping for me, because he would go camping with other females and lied to me about... he would tell me he was going camping, but he would just take other females and tell me he wasn't that. Oh, this is just my friend. We're sleeping in a tent together.
Wait, you knew he was there with girls?
No, I didn't know that he was with girls until after. But then once I found out, because they would post a fucking picture and tag him, and I'd be like, well,
classic.
Who's this gal?
Mm-hmm.
So anyways, that's my camping trauma. But yes, I would go camping. And I wouldn't really need too high maintenance of a setup, although a bathroom would be nice. I would like to be at a campground. I don't want to be in the middle of the wilderness, but I could be in a tent.
Okay.
But yeah, so I could do that. It's fun for a limited amount of time, a couple nights or something. Sure. I think I think maybe you could do it in like a motorhome for like
Yeah.
a night
Right. Like
or
it's
a
just
day.
yeah, I would
It's
love
not
like
really
a
your style.
not
You could
my
maybe do like
style.
a lake day with like snacks and drinks in the motorhome
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
and then like
Mm-hmm.
go home that night.
Yeah. Like it would have to be a very specific experience for me because in my mind, like staying at an Airbnb is camping. Like,
Right.
you
Yeah.
know, like I'm a resort girly. Don't get me wrong, I'll do an Airbnb if it's like a large group with like a very large home. Like I would love like a Cabo Airbnb with like a little staff involved. You know what I mean? Like
With a grotto and
yeah, like I'm
the whole
just someone
thing.
who like if I'm not a camper. Like I'm not
Right.
a camper.
No.
I'm not a
It's not for
nature
everyone.
girly. I appreciate nature. Like I love
You
like looking
look
up at the
at it.
stars,
Mhm.
but like that's what I consider nature. Like I'm not trying to be immersed in
Right.
nature. I do like love to hug a tree. That is a fact.
Mm.
Like I love to like hug a tree and talk to a tree. Like they are so important to this world. And they're very, very magical. So if anyone has ever like if you're honestly guys, hot tip, if you are ever feeling like completely overwhelmed and like really, really sad, hug a tree. And I know that that sounds weird, but like it really is one of the most powerful healing things.
Have you been to the redwoods?
No.
That would be very magical for you.
Yes. Yes. I would for sure be eating some mushrooms, hugging every single tree and talking to it.
So next week on
So
Structured
Kelly and I-
Chaos.
So come with us over the summer to Yellowstone.
No, the redwoods.
Wait.
Yellowstone is
Yosemite.
in
Yosemite.
No, the redwoods.
What's in Yosemite?
Half Dome, which is also great, but it's not a tree.
Where are the redwoods?
In Northern California.
So why does everyone go to Yosemite?
For Half Dome.
But aren't they like those in Yosemite? Aren't they the largest trees?
Let me see. I'm sure there are redwoods there, but there's a place where it's like
Where the
called
redwoods grow.
Yeah, so Redwood National Park. So it's like Yosemite's its own national park, but then there's
Okay.
Redwood National Park. But there are redwoods in Yosemite.
I thought, is there a sequoia?
Sequoia National Park.
Okay.
Let me see. I've been to Yosemite and I've been to redwoods. Okay, let me see.
Okay, park ranger.
Well, yeah, my family growing up, we did all these things when I lived in California. Okay, so Yosemite National Park is in like Central California, which is kind of
like a little
where,
like above Fresno, like right before San Francisco, right?
Yes, well, it's to the east, way east of where San Francisco is, because San Francisco is like on the coast, and Yosemite is way east. The Redwood National Forest is way up close to Oregon.
Okay.
So, but there are redwood trees in Yosemite.
So Kelly and I are embarking on a national park tour. And we will be reporting live from all of them.
Right, because Kyra loves nature. And so we have to hit them all. Because
Naturally.
we are now explorers. Look, you can like go through this tree. You can drive through it. That's the redwoods. And you can definitely hug them. Yeah.
I'm telling you guys, hug a tree. If you've never hugged a tree, I don't
Like,
care
that's
how
a
weird you think it
person
is.
standing right here.
No, closer. We can't see. Oh my God. Oh my God.
I know. So
That's crazy.
yeah.
Oh yeah, we gotta go.
Yeah.
Oh, we're
it's
going.
Really cool.
I'm buying us tickets. We're going. So we're gonna move to the second category, which is connection.
Okay.
And your first question is, have you changed your mind about anything recently?
Yes. Actually.
Do tell.
I've had a lot of changes in my life recently, just like in all categories. But I would say something that I changed my mind about, that was kind of difficult, but it's definitely better off, is kind of a friendship that I had, and I guess like boundaries that I have in life, and how I feel about certain people, and kind of needing to walk away from certain friendships and not feeling guilty for my feelings, because I did for a while. So I changed my mind about my own feelings. So basically, I had someone in my life who was a friend, or I thought was a friend, um, that decided, oh, I'm not even gonna be like cool. Like, it doesn't matter. I'm just gonna tell the story.
Mm-hmm.
Um, without saying names, but so they decided that they wanted to start doing content creation, which is great. And if this is your first time listening or you don't know, my second business is I do content creation, and I've done that for a while. And so I have lots of friends in that space that I am with often. We all do stuff together. We're very collaborative, always like sharing contacts, sharing all kinds of things. We can go to the same event, the same meal, the same whatever, and all of our content will look completely different. It's not a competitive thing amongst friends, because we're supportive of each other. We all share each other's stuff, all these things, because that's what normal friends do, and people who support women and are girls. So that's what I'm personally used to and how I behave with my friends. So this person who I've known for a couple years, who has never done content or expressed interest in doing content, started doing content like last year on TikTok. And when they started doing it on TikTok, I felt a little bit strange about it, only because they didn't say anything to me. And let me just preface this by saying, I don't I know I'm not the only content creator in the world, and no one needs my permission. It's not like if any of my friends want to start doing it, they need to like
Get
come
the
to me.
okay, right?
Right. It's not that at all. Um, but it is weird to me that as someone who is my close friend, you wouldn't say, I'm going to start doing this. I'm not telling you
Right.
you need to ask me, but why wouldn't you tell me? You just start doing it, and then I see it and I'm like, and this is someone I spoke to and saw often. It's not like a distant acquaintance.
Right.
So then I felt weird about it, but I was like, okay, it's a different platform than my main platform, which means is a different type of content, because you have to make different content for different platforms. TikTok is different, and they were kind of featuring different things. Like, it wasn't necessarily as much like food and drink as I focus on, and whatever. And I'm like, okay, this is my friend. Maybe they felt uncomfortable coming to me because they didn't know how I would react, and they didn't like know if I would be like upset or whatever. And that's why they didn't come to me, or maybe they just wanted to try it out and they didn't know if they would like it. And so I'm like, okay, let me like give them the benefit of the doubt and just be like supportive. And so I was engaging with their content, and when we would go do things together, they would make comments sometimes like, well, I'm not the content creator, like in support of me, like trying to be like, not dumb themselves down, but you know what I mean? Like trying
Mm-hmm.
to make it like, I know you're the one in the group. And I would always be like, if you create content, you're a content creator. Like, I would try to build them up. So whatever, I was supportive. They were someone that was at our podcast launch party, like thought they were supportive of us and my friendship and whatever. So then all of a sudden, like one of the last times I saw them, they made a comment like, "Oh yeah, I realized that people really want to see like food and drink and like places to eat and drink in San Diego," and they said it to me as if this was a new fact, as if I haven't been doing food and drink content for several years, and I'm like, "Yeah, they do. That's why this is my business." And again, okay. if you want to start doing food and drink content, then you should just say, I'm going to start doing food and drink content. Again, you don't need my permission, but you're doing it.
It's
and
so just shady. Like, it
It's
just
shady.
like doesn't feel good. So like, yeah, I would fucking change my mind about something too.
Yeah. So, and then not only that, but they started an Instagram. So they now are on the same platform as me. They just did a lot of things that I think are very shady. They followed a lot of accounts that I follow. They did not ever follow my account. So if you weren't trying to be shady, why wouldn't you follow your friend who is your only content creator friend at the time? I'm sure they have more now, but why wouldn't you follow me and say, oh my God, I'm starting this? If you're completely just innocent in wanting to start it, why wouldn't you follow your friend and say, hey, I'm starting this account?
No offense, but if I'm starting my own thing, I'm going to ask to collab with you on something.
Right.
Like, I'm going to be like, hey, girl, I'm going to do this. Like, could you help me in any way, shape, or form? Like, what should I know? What should I not know? I don't want you to think that I'm like coming for your spot or trying to like replicate what you're doing. I fully support you. I would love to work together on some things. Like, there's so many ways to go about it. Because to your point, like, you're not saying like, don't ever do this. You're not allowed to. This is my realm. Like,
And anyone who knows me knows that I'm very much like,
a girl's girl.
I would be like, oh my God, come to all these events with me. And this is the thing. I'm not saying they need my help. I'm not saying like, oh my God, you're stupid. You should have come to me for help. I'm not saying they need my help. I'm just saying it was very shady to not include your friend who already is in this business. So it's like, if I would have gone and got a job at Kyra Salon and not told her that I was getting a job there, it's like, why wouldn't you tell? It just doesn't make any sense. So yeah, basically, to answer the question, I changed my mind about that friendship and I just unfollowed them.
And I'm glad you don't feel bad about it.
And guess what? Within like 12 hours, they unfollowed me back, which is very strange because I would never know that quickly if someone unfollowed me unless I had like an app.
Right.
And if it's not like we had any type of conversation. So obviously you knew exactly what you did wrong. You know, you're a weird ass person.
Shady. Bye.
Hope you have all the success that you earn. And
good way to put that.
That's it.
And fuck off.
How about you?
Yeah, I recently changed my hair. Recently decided to change my hair.
It looks fabulous. I love it.
Thank you.
Next question.
Not as compelling as a story, but you know, story nonetheless.
Has a stranger ever changed your life?
I don't know if I would say a stranger, but I had a client who changed my life completely in 2019. They were like, you guys know, like, I love the universe and all of that. And this person, I will just always give credit to because she did change my life. She taught me the power of the universe. She taught me, and not that I wasn't like a positive person by any means, but just to like, I always say like, she was like my fairy godmother, and she taught me to like not hang on to things and to believe in everything and like really learn to visualize exactly what you want, like down to every specific detail. Like, what color bed sheets do you want? You know, like how, like, and like not to, because, you know, like everyone, like we struggle for money, you know, and like I'm not from here, and California is very expensive, and I'm an independent, you know, contractor, and I don't make money if I'm not at work. And so, you know, money is always like hanging over me because there's responsibilities, you know, and she just like, and she didn't say anything that no one else says or no one else knows, but it was just in the way in which she said it to me. Like, I just have never worried about money since. And like, yes, obviously, again, responsibilities, but just like everything. Like, I am just so very sure that everything I want in life is going to happen for me. And I never know at what timeline, and I don't care about the timeline. I just know, like, whenever, whatever, and whenever I'm doing something and whatever I want, like, I will get. And she, like, really did change that for me.
I love that.
Mm-hmm.
Very nice. I can't think of one.
No?
No.
Even like a boss or...
Well, I mean,
like
the question, the stranger. Like a stranger that changed
a stranger,
my life.
yeah.
Yeah, I can't think of a stranger that did.
Anyone though? Even a non-stranger?
Oh, I mean, like tons of people have changed my life.
What does their name rhyme with? Tyra?
Oh yeah, Tyra Banks.
Rhymes with.
So I used to watch the show, I mean the movie Life Size about the Black Barbie. No.
No, you didn't watch it because it was a Black Barbie, or no, it didn't change your life, or
it did, but
yes,
it wasn't.
I did.
It wasn't a stranger to me. It was my best friend.
I am your best friend.
No, Tyra, the Black Barbie, is my best friend.
It's fine. It's fine. It's how I identify anyway, so it's fine.
Take her off the list.
What is something you wouldn't want to change about yourself?
I would not want to change the fact that I am very empathetic. There are sometimes there are times that I feel like my life would be a lot easier if I wasn't as empathetic. But overall, like at the end of the day, I do know that is one of my biggest strengths, even though it makes things more challenging for me, because it's an emotional toll. But it makes me who I am, and it plays a huge role like in my career and just allowing me to help others. And you really can't learn empathy. I mean, you can to a certain extent, like a little bit, but you can't like teach yourself to become an empath. Like you either are or you're not. So I would not want to change that about myself because it just makes me who I am. What's yours?
I would say my optimism. I would never want to change that. I don't know if confidence and optimism go hand in hand, but I do. Yeah, like and it's funny because I actually had this discussion at work the other day. My coworker was saying something and how she was like, oh, I saw this and like was thinking like, oh, like they're going to go to that person or whatever. And I was like, the way you and I just think so differently. I'm like, I don't care about any of that. And she started laughing and she was like, I already knew you were going to say that. And she was like, and I was thinking about it earlier. And she was like, I knew when I was going to ask you that you were going to be like, who cares? Like, I just like, someone can tell me tomorrow, like, it's up to you to win the Daytona 500. Like, the world is counting on you. And I'd be like, okay, got it. Got to do it. Got it. I'll figure it out.
Yeah. This is like different than that, obviously, but I feel that way about when I'm doing certain things with like the San Diego Scout, because there's some people, not currently in my life, but just like in the past that have said things like, oh my gosh, well, what if someone thinks this, or like they'll feel like embarrassed about taking like when
photos in public or whatever. Yeah.
Whatever. And I do sometimes get embarrassed when the picture is being taken of me, but that's just because I don't want to like disturb people that are like eating or whatever. It's not really about me, like what I look like. It's more just like I don't want to like bother people. But if I'm at the table taking pictures, like I don't really care like if people are looking
right at
like, I mean, I'm not like causing a disruption. And also like, I'm sorry, did you get invited here? Are you getting paid? Probably not. But anyways, I feel like that's, so when someone's like, oh my gosh, like, well, you know, I'm like, well, this is why you're not doing it. So it's like, I feel that kind of confidence with that type of thing. I'm like, I don't think about what the person
like,
next to us is thinking.
Yeah. Like I went to go film content with someone a couple of months ago and they were like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. Like, we're just doing this. And like, oh God, Kyra, like, don't bring that. And I was like, the way I don't care about any of these strangers, like I'm doing something to improve my life that is going to help me. We're not disrupting anyone.
When I do it, like when we were at the baseball game, I couldn't be bothered to be standing up.
But like, if I'm not disrupting anyone,
but it's different because I felt like I was disrupting people.
Yeah, like I don't care. Yeah. I don't care what you people think. If you think that I'm crazy for bringing all this equipment or taking pictures of myself or doing this or doing, I don't care.
Yeah.
Why? You're going to watch it. You're going to be glad I made it. So.
Yeah. And I'm like, half the time people are looking because they think it's cool.
Cool. Right.
Or wondering what you're doing. And then the people who are judging, like, okay, they're judging, but I'm not like causing a scene or being loud or like swinging from the chandelier. I'm just like taking a picture and they might just be like, oh, what's that person doing? Well, getting paid. What are you still trying to prove to yourself?
Probably that I can like build a bigger butt. And it is working. But I've always said like I am determined to build a booty, like, because it's something that like is capable, like you can do it. So I would say I'm still trying to prove to myself that I can like have the ass of my dreams.
Nice. Stay tuned, folks.
You might just get a picture sent to you. Oh Lord. Yeah, what are you trying to prove to yourself?
That's deep. I mean, I just feel like the long and short of it, like that I'm good enough. That's just, I mean,
yeah,
I would need a whole episode to really dive in, and we don't have time for all that, so we'll leave it at that.
Yep. Describe your perfect day.
Okay.
Now, I like to like put a little bit of parameters on this. Yes. 24 hours, you're not traveling anywhere.
Okay, that's what I was going to ask. It's just like a normal like day in my life. Okay. And is it like a
That's it.
Okay.
That's it. Your perfect day, but you're staying local.
Okay. Okay, so I would probably... Okay, so I don't have to set an alarm. That's the first thing. Which means I would wake up by like 7:30. Because I can't sleep in past 7:30, even if I want to. But just not having to set an alarm feels
mentally
good.
Will already feel better.
Yeah, and not having to like get up immediately. So that feels good. And then I mean, I don't really like care what order I do things, but basically what would be included in my day would be like a nice walk at the beach, on the boardwalk. So I would probably do that first, like get a nice iced coffee and walk a couple miles, listening to a good podcast, and then have a little early lunch. And I would do this alone. This is part of my perfect day.
Yeah, we know you're not inviting me.
Right. This is a perfect day.
Semi-perfect.
So, and the weather is like sunny, but not super hot. There's a breeze. So, yeah, it's like nice, but I'm not sweltering. And then Go to lunch. Well, I could go to lunch with someone and then probably come home. Oh, I would definitely take a nap with Scout. That's definitely. So I'd come home after lunch, take a shower, full everything shower, get in clean sheet bed with like a fan on, take a nap with Scout. Love that. Then get up, go play pickleball, even though I just took a shower. And then come home, take another shower, and then just like automatically be ready and go out to like a nice dinner with like a cute man that is like my person. And then maybe go to like a show or like a comedy show or something fun.
I love that.
Yeah.
I love that.
And I just would just not have to see or speak to anyone that I don't like.
Perfect.
Mm-hmm. What's yours?
My perfect day is getting up. Same, like I will be up by like 7. Work out. Go to the beach, like park a little further. So I'm like walking to Woody's and like having breakfast at Woody's, like looking at the ocean. I could do this solo or with someone. Both are fine. It's definitely like 78 out all day. But there's like a breeze, like because you're by the ocean, so there's like a breeze. Then I am gonna head to UTC and I'm gonna buy a bag. Well, it's my perfect day, so someone's buying me a bag.
Period.
And like I'm going on like a little shopping spree. Maybe I'm getting some new jewelry. And then I'm gonna like stop at Javier's for like an afternoon margarita, to like just because I'm a big drinker, so I need a bevy.
All of that shopping is just really gets ya.
So I would like to like stop at Javier's, get a little drink, get a little like their tamarindo. It's my favorite drink on the menu. Get a little chips and salsa. Then I'm gonna go home and I will have had a cleaning lady come that day, so like everything is like clean. I love your freshly washed sheets thing. I'm stealing that from you, like yes. And then I'm going to I'm so sorry. After Javier's, I'm going back to the beach. I need to lay out for like 2 hours. I need to lay out and get a tan. Now I'm back home because I had to be out of the house while the cleaning lady was here,
Right, naturally.
So then I come home, I take an everything shower, I get all dolled up, I have my glass of champagne, and then, I'm gonna go to dinner with a guy, because then I'm gonna like come home and finish my perfect day.
Okay. Love it. Love it.
Yeah.
Okay. What parts of yourself do you see in me?
Humor. Our sense of humor is for sure the same. Our wittiness, our sarcasm. I would say being a girl's girl. And I think like both of us have the ability to like be in any type of situation.
Like adaptable. Yeah. I think definitely the humor. I agree with that. And then I also think like your eagerness to like learn. I've like always had that too. Like always wanting to learn new things, always like really interested in just like just like becoming more educated in new topics and finding new interesting things.
Mm-hmm. I like that. That's how we got here, folks. That's how we got here.
Yeah.
What can we create together?
Well, so many things. The list is endless. We can and have created a business, a podcast, and we still can create, I mean, like based off of this business, like continuing to build. We can create a community of listeners, and I don't like to say like fans, obviously, because I think of it as like a community.
Mm-hmm.
And I think our goal, and that I believe we can do, is to continue to build that.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I would say I believe that we can. So that would be like
Yeah.
a big one
Yeah.
that we can build together.
I think that piggybacking off of everything that you said and how we got here today, I think that we are able to create a community of women who are in their 30s that just feel like okay to just be, you know, and that if they're not on what they thought was the right path or what they thought was the right timeline, and I think that we can create just like really good connections with people. And like, then of course, like apparel and like, you know, I think like we'll be able to create like some really, really cool things together.
Totally. Our creative minds are always working.
Always, always, always.
What do you most admire about me?
Your work ethic. I would say like Kelly is very important to me, and she is someone who inspires me truly on a daily basis, whether she's knows that or not, or is like that's not the goal, you know.
I live to inspire you. I don't know if you know this, but
I just like Kelly, I just admire her so much because I think that you wear so many hats and you give 150% to everything that you do. And I think that your time management is impeccable. And I just like admire how hard of a worker, and I like admire how great of a friend you are. Like you are the friend that is so good about remembering things and checking up, you know, and following up. Like I think that is something that a lot of people don't have, and you're just like, it like seems effortless to you or to me about you.
that's so nice. Thank you for the kind words.
Of course.
Mine about Kyra is definitely your positivity. I feel like no matter what, you are always positive, and like you said earlier, like always, you know that like what is meant for you in this universe is coming, and you don't necessarily like know when, but you have full faith that like it's gonna happen. And if something doesn't happen your way, it's like, yeah, you might be like disappointed or like upset or something. It doesn't mean like you don't have emotions around things, but like it doesn't ever like derail you or make you feel like your life is not going to turn out how it's supposed to. And I really admire that because it's fucking hard out here. So just kind of like staying positive no matter what is thrown at you, and also being able to just deal with my ups and downs because I am very much all over the place, and people that like don't know me don't know that like I will get upset about things. I get over stuff like so quickly, and I will have
Some things.
well, yes, but I will get like I feel like I'll like have like a little like meltdown about something, but then I feel like I get over it quickly in the sense that like I'll be like super upset and I'll be like, oh my god, like this is not gonna work, and this is and then like I'm on to the next thing.
Like you've released it, and like now we can move forward.
And so it's like I need to talk it out, but like Kyra, she is able to like stay steady and she lets me be me without it like ratcheting her up, and that's good because she's the steady one, and like at the same time is a good friend to like not get irritated by my like one day I'm like and then the next day I'm like, okay, now we're doing this and now we're doing this. And so it's like we balance each other out well. But I think it's just like I admire the fact that you're able to like stay steady. And you also are the type of friend that like likes to make your friends feel really special and like go all out for people and, you know, make sure they feel good. And like earlier when you were talking about like being proud of me for the things I'm working on, like that type of stuff is important, like the affirmations for your friends. So yeah.
Thanks. Guys, I'm telling you, play this game. It like is really, it makes you just connect deeper with your friends. So I think our final question, and this has been like so fun. I've loved it so much. I hope you guys do too. I'm going to ask the final question. If you could prescribe me one thing to do for the upcoming month, what would it be and why?
Okay. My thing for you would be to start everything you do 5 minutes earlier.
I knew that that's what it was going to be.
Whether it's getting ready, leaving, whatever you're doing, 5 minutes. And I mean, the why is self-explanatory because you're always late. Yeah. So just for the listeners, when we record, our normal recording time, we record at 7:30. I sit down at my computer at 7:20 because I have to log on. I have to like make sure the thing is correct. Kyra logs on about 7:33 and then she has to do all those things. So I've already been sitting here for close to 15 minutes. And it's, yeah. So it's 5 minutes before because then you'll show up on time and then, so that would be my thing.
Heard. Great.
She hasn't heard me all the other times, but she heard me this time.
Uh-huh.
And now it's on record.
Exactly. My thing that I would prescribe to you for the next month is to enjoy everything that you've put all of this hard work into. If you don't see the results that you want to see, it's okay. I want you to just be so over the moon proud of yourself and just like take in every moment and accept every piece of gratitude that someone gives to you. And the why is because you're an overthinker.
Yeah, that's for sure. And negative. So no, it's so true. Yeah. Okay. Well, we got some stuff to work on. This might be a good thing to start doing like once a month or something. Just that last question, like the last episode of each month, like adding, like swapping it out for like one of our ending questions.
Yeah.
And like what's something we'd prescribe. And then like the next month when we do it, we should say like each other's opinion on how the person did.
Oh God, I know where mine's going to go.
Because then that actually holds us accountable. And I was thinking about this. It's kind of funny because we always say like what we're working on, but then we never like follow up with like how we did on certain things. I mean, some of the stuff is like silly things we're working on, but I think that would be a way to be like, okay, I prescribe you to do the 5 minutes earlier, and then like next month I could be like, okay, like, you know, this is how you did.
She didn't do it.
Or she did. Okay. I don't know. But I think that'd be fun to kind of keep up. But then it would also maybe make us want to do the thing more because they're going to be like, oh no, they're going to, you know, bring it up.
They're going to be coming for us.
So let us know if you want to. Well, we're probably going to do it even if you don't let us know. Because we want to do it, so.
We actually don't give a fuck what you want to hear.
Fuck your opinion. You didn't like my baby's birthday post. Remember when I said I got over shit easily? I lied.
That was a lie. That's
I
why I
hold a
said some
grudge.
things.
I'll be talking about that shit next year. 10 years.
Don't I know it? Don't I know it?
But then I forget like big life shit that really matters. But little shit, ooh,
Never leaving this brain.
no. So, yeah, that was really fun. So we'll have to do that again. And like I said in the beginning, we'll post on our story when the day this episode's coming out, like for questions, if you want us to like talk about anything more that we talked about, or if you have different questions for us or whatever, we'll post a little thing, could submit some, and then we'll do another episode like that. And then we'll probably do this game again in the future because this was
Totally
fun. And there's so many more questions that we can do. So yeah, we will see you all next week.
Bye.